So home back to gym. So, I would say anyone who's training and looking for honesty in ways, come and train with Master Tony.
Yeah. And like you said, you never had to be intimidated going into any of these fights. And I feel the same whenever, I mean, obviously it's not the same level at all, but when I go in, I never have to doubt myself because I know that he wouldn't have put me in there if he hadn't known he's given me everything that I need.
Well, again, it's the students I was really, really impressed with. All the students, from the students when he had them in England to now, and as you know, Lisa House was over. You've met quite a lot of the students from America. You know what I mean? And all you can see is that for your own growth. That's the key thing. You know what I mean? Selfishness, but I wouldn't be here if it wasn't also for my own growth.
Of course.
You understand what I mean? But I'm sort of like being able to say I'm training with the best.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As many as you've got, like, oh, you're Ronne Green, this, that, and the other, right? And I've done this. But for me, it's like, wow, I'm training with Jews who I'm seeing that your kicks are right and your punches are right and everything. And I'm going, whoa, this is my piece. You know what I mean? This is going to empower me at the same time, and I'm very impressed. You know what I mean? But I'm nice to know that I'm here working with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Anything which I can do to help you, which really I think is more about mine more than anything else, really. You know what I mean? It's just to believe in yourself. Because it works.
Yeah. And I wanted to ask you, what was it like to be training with Anna Quinn and Lisa and Ellie and all that? They were the first women, really.
Oh, well, again, training with them because the techniques, these girls can fight. Mm-hmm. They're technically good. You understand what I mean? So for me, I was in a great place, sparring with them. You understand what I mean? And equal as athletes. That's how I see it from men and female. Yeah. There was not, I never ever went to Master Doddy's gym going, well, this is a male person, I get a better sparring person from a female.
It's never any different.
No difference at all. And if you had that, they would put you in the place. You understand what I mean? So there was a lot of times when the macho male was put in their place that they couldn't even believe it, that they were, you know what I mean? Yeah. This is a girl doing it, and I'm going, well, no, you got it wrong. This is an athlete doing it. Yeah. You understand what I mean? This is not just a girl. This is someone who, like myself, trained. Yeah. You know what I mean? So you should not put the person down. Yeah. You understand what I mean? My expectation of sparring with anyone, they have to be good, right? At the time of being good, that takes me to a higher level, right? At the time, I tell you what, I found that the girls are very accurate, especially with the right and left, that they're accurate. And once they actually bite the bit, it's very hard to get them away from you.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean? And I think that's really where the tenacity, you have a good girl fighter. The tenacity. I mean, Anne Quinlan,
it's brutal.
Fast. You know what I mean? She's put forward, good footwork, but she was hitting you from all different angles. Yeah. Lisa, again, long legs, straight hands. So for me, I could, as I said to you, I had the best sparring.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I had to keep on my toes, which was anyone at the top needs that concept.
I believe that Lisa had a similar experience too with her first fight. It was in Holland, and it wasn't until she got there she found out it was for a European title, I think. Her first fight.
Well, there it goes. But that truthfully is Master Toddy's stories with his students. You know what I mean? These things really. But at the same time, you see, it just proves to show that what he's actually giving you is first your own self-belief, because you wouldn't go in the ring. You get what I mean? If you weren't using the technique to that point to say, yeah, I can actually go in the ring. There's no one messing around with your head. That's the difference. You know what I mean? I've never heard him go to the student, you ready? I've heard the student say, you know what? I want to go in there. Which that to me says, well, because you're on your own. You know what I mean? I could look back at my son and say, well, this master there, you know what I mean? But no, I'm on my own. Bang. And so the proof really in what the longevity of what Master Tony is doing, you know what I mean? And we're not all, you know, what I do like, we're not all brainwashed. Yeah? We're in a situation where the techniques are our own, whether it's a front kick, punch right, but at the same time, whatever you use, I mean, I'm throwing uppercuts, I'm using it, and it's working. Body shots, it's working, and I'm going, well, this is like going into a candy store. You get what I mean? And that's what I see with the students. So I'm saying, well, just like air, the naturalness of breathing in the fight, you know, I can only just do my best.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I just think it's an empowering concept with the mind, because you've got two concepts. You've got the physical movement and you've got the mind. To be able to put the two together, which he tends to do very, very well with his students.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know what I mean? And so for me to be part and parcel of that, I'm being honest, it was only obvious that I was going to win. You know what I mean? And that's the truth. That's how I saw it. I couldn't fail.
Yeah. No one else is going to give you what he was going to give you.
Well, there it goes.
And how important is it to you to have the trainer, have the right trainer like that?
It's a key thing. It's like, again, you've got the door, you've got the key. If you haven't got the right key, you ain't getting through that door. You understand what I mean? And so, you know, it's like when you're like that trying to get through the door and you feel that certain way, yeah? And that's what it is. It's all about feelings. It's all about emotions. That you've encountered it, you've seen it, and now you're going to go through it. Yep. The truth, what I found in all the arts, I mean, I did judo back in the day, right? And my first judo instructor was John Best, Mr. Best, and also Dave Levy. Now what happened was, when I was young, I was a professional faller over.
Right.
You know, I'm falling, hurting myself, right? And my judo instructor says, well, if you did a break fall and you hit the hard, you'd have no worries.
Yeah.
No worries at all, right? So I'm doing judo, enjoying judo, and then I found Muay Thai. Now, I'm, 53, 54 years old, I'm walking in the car park, it was frosty. I'm telling you, I did the best flip in the air. And as I flip in the air, I hit the floor. And I did the break fall.
Yeah.
Correct. Like it. Bang, bang, right? And I'm going, wow, right? Not even, yeah? I'm going, wow, this was exactly how my judo instructor told me about
When's the last time you did judo?
When I was 18. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
And so many years and years, and that's what I see with the arts. You will find honesty. You understand what I mean? And I think within life, where do you really find that? Yep. So it's about a self-defense. Not only that is, for me, thank goodness, I can act properly. I like being a nice person. You understand what I mean? So I can act properly, be polite, whatever. So I don't really have to pretend. If you don't see me as an hard person, I'm happy.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? Because it's the same thing. In Thailand, the Thai fighters and you know, they're such kind, friendly people, but really they can fight.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean?
And there's none of that all face-off, trash-talking business.
Nothing at all.
I can't stand that
Well,
stuff.
I always say realistic. I've learnt the art now. I've
Yeah.
learnt the real understanding of the art. And the trash talk, you know, it's a bit like, do you believe in ghosts and
Yeah.
things like that? Oh, it's like the bogeyman concept.
Yeah.
People frighten you so you're like this, that you can't move.
Yeah.
So then after a while you think, well, you instantly know what they're doing and or they're trying to do.
Yeah.
So realistically, you just let them carry on.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean? And I think that's really what the Western way to be a fighter is to actually tell a horror story.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? To tell her, oh yeah, and I did this, and I did that, and I did this.
Yeah.
So of course, with stories like that, it's like, ooh.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean? So what people tend to do is get people in the spotlight like rabbits, that they're frozen, that they can't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
The thing about Thai box, as soon as you've done this, bang, that person, because it's the person attacking you, they walk into something.
Yeah.
You understand me? So it is about we the fear factor. I don't have the fear factor anymore.
Uh-huh.
You understand me? And it's not because I'm arrogant or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's because I have a true understanding of the concept of weight, and it hits. It's not me hitting. You know, there's many times when I was fighting, and I'm like, it's like I'm spectating. Boom, boom, the leg's gone. I'm going, wow. You understand me?
It just comes.
It just comes. Yeah, and I'm going, you know, so I'm actually watching the fight
Yeah.
while I'm actually
While you're
doing
in
the
it.
fight. You understand me? And I'm saying, well, that's because the repetition, which we all have to do,
Mm-hmm.
does it all by itself.
Yeah.
You understand me? And the only way I can say to people is to understand it is when you're walking and all of a sudden the door flies at you and you move back.
Mm-hmm.
As you move back, you might bang your head, but then after a while you realise what you did wrong. So the next time it happens, you've already got a plan.
Yep.
Yep. So then it happened, boom, you've done it right, and it's on that same line. So what you're benefiting from is from the information you gain from training. Yep. And who doesn't want to be safe?
Mm-hmm.
You understand me? And realistically, I would even say Mike Tyson had the best defense going, but his offense and defense were together. You understand me? The only problem is just like myself. If I start just walking into a fight, of course I'm going to get hit.
Yeah.
You understand me? Now with Mike, it was a case of you'd throw a bag of rice at him and you'd miss him.
Yeah.
But as you missed him, bang, he's coming back and the shot. You know what I mean? It's only when the difference with the Thai, they don't get caught up with the toughness.
No, they don't.
You understand me? Where we tend to actually, you know, I'll kick with the shin and do this. It's all about being tough. I'm a hard person. The Thai tends to be wise.